How's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and this is my platform where I do fight sports related content. If you're new to the channel, why don't you help me grow my platform? All you have to do is like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. With that said, before I get into the breakdown of this fight, it's very important for me to send you guys a positive message. With everything going on in the world, I want you guys to know that beyond MMA, fighting, boxing, whatever it is, my biggest worry with this channel, with this platform, is each and every single one of you guys, your families and your loved ones. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to each and every single one of you. As you guys know, I'm very accessible and it's very easy to reach out for me. So if you guys are going through any kind of tough times, feel free to reach out to me in any way, shape or form via Instagram, message me on Gmail. Just reach out to me anytime. If you guys got stuff going on in your lives that you need someone to talk to, with everything going on, it's a cold world out there. Not everyone has someone, but you all got me. So just if you need anything, reach out to me. With that said, this is a fight that I hope goes ahead. I don't know if it will go ahead, but I'm sure one day it will go ahead. Now, with everything going on, I'm not certain of the dates of this or if it's going to happen without audience in attendance or whatever the case. But that notwithstanding, this is an excellent fight. It's between one of my personal favourites and probably the best fighter of our generation in Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, as he looks to take another world title home, the One Championship flyweight world title, when he takes on Adriano Moraes. Now, this is a very important fight for Mighty Mouse Johnson, and even more so for Adriano Moraes. Now, what's interesting about this fight is that Mighty Mouse Johnson, he comes into this fight on a 3-fight win streak. He lost to Henry Cejudo to lose his belt and was traded over as part of that blockbuster trade where One Championship gave UFC Ben Askren and Mighty Mouse Johnson went over to One Championship. Now, over in One Championship, Mighty Mouse Johnson has had a lot of success. He's won the World Grand Prix at flyweight, and now he's put himself in line to fight for the belt. Now, let it not be understated that he has had a tough time in One Championship. He has not walked over any of this competition, and he's fought some really tough fighters. Danny Kincaid in particular is a fighter that I really respect and think highly of, and Mighty Mouse Johnson had a tough fight with him. Mighty Mouse Johnson has shown that he is still World Championship caliber, and not even just World Championship. He's one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. In my opinion, he beat Henry Cejudo in that second fight. I watched it again recently, and I've kind of yo-yoed on that in my opinion, but I stand that I think he should have got that decision. With that said, he takes on Adriano Moraes, who will be lesser known to those of you who don't really follow One Championship, but he's an exceptional fighter. He's a 3-time One Championship World Flyweight Champion. He's beaten some exceptional fighters in his time. He's a big, dangerous threat, and he's no doubt coming into this fight motivated with the opportunity to win the biggest fight of his mixed martial arts career. Without any further ado, let's go through the tape of the tape and let's break this fight down step by step. Danny Kincaid is 30 years old. That makes him 3 years younger than Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. Now, Mighty Mouse Johnson is 33, considering he fights at 125 and has had over 30 professional mixed martial arts fights. You've got to start to wonder if he's going to start to slow down, but he has shown no signs of it. Actually, he's looking real good. Being in One Championship where he doesn't have to weight cut anymore. You've got to wonder if that's going to help him. I assume that will. I believe that's going to help him with his longevity. He's obviously happier over there now that he's not over in the States and having to worry about marketing himself. He's just more worried about fighting. And I believe that'll add some longevity to his career. So I think they're meeting slap bang in the middle of their primes. Adriano Moraes has a professional mixed martial arts record of 18 wins and 3 losses. Now, he's vastly less experienced than Mighty Mouse Johnson, who's got 30 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. But these are both championship fighters, and Adriano Moraes has been in many World Championship fights over in One Championships. No doubt this is going to be the brightest light that he has ever on his shoulder, being that he's fighting Mighty Mouse Johnson. But that's not to say that he's not prepared for it. I keep saying Danny Kincaid. Adriano Moraes stands at 5'8", and that's where the big significant advantage comes in this fight for him. He stands at 5'8", whereas Mighty Mouse Johnson stands at 5'3". That will give him a 5-inch height advantage over Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out in this fight, and I believe that Adriano Moraes is going to be very much able to utilize that size advantage in this fight. Now, with most One Championship fighters, it's kind of hard to find their reach, but I assume Adriano Moraes' reach to be around 69 inches. I've been around in the game for a long time, and I can recognize a fighter's reach really by looking at it. That's not fact, so don't quote me on that, but I assume 69 is a safe bet, which if it is the case would give him at least a 3-inch reach advantage over Demetrious Johnson. If it's not that, it will be more, it won't be less. So he's going to be enjoying a nice size advantage in this, which he's going to need to utilize, because Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson is the vastly more superior striker in my opinion. To talk about their styles, I believe that Adriano Moraes will shine in his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got great takedowns, he's got great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, He's a former Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, and actually that's his base in the game. And he's gotten better, he's gotten more well-rounded with time, and he's learnt more skills, but that's where he truly, truly shines. With Mighty Mouse Johnson, now I'm a bit of a fanboy, I can definitely be called that, but he's exceptional at everything. He's probably one of the most well-rounded fighters I've ever seen in my life, and I wouldn't limit him to being a particular type of fighter. His style is everything. There's nothing he can't do at the highest of levels, okay? So Mighty Mouse Johnson is incredibly well-rounded. Key wins. Now this is interesting. For those of you guys who ain't familiar with the One Championship product, you may not be familiar with these names, but I mentioned Danny Kingad previously. That's a very good win for Adriano Moraes, a very talented fighter that he's beaten. And of course Kairat Akhmetov. Kairat Akhmetov was 23-0 when he lost to Adriano Moraes, and he's actually one of the guys that's beaten Adriano Moraes. I believe all of Adriano Moraes' wins have been revenged actually, so that puts him in an interesting position coming into this fight. Now I could make a whole video on Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson's key wins, but let's just go through them quickly. Obviously beating Miguel Torres back in the day, Kid Yamamoto, which was a great win. He took out Joseph Benavidez not once but twice at flyweight, John Dodson not once but twice at flyweight. He's beaten the likes of Ali Bagaltinov, Kyoji Horiguchi, who's an exceptional fighter. He's beaten and stopped Henry Cejudo previously, and he's on a 3-fight win streak as stands now. I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on, but we'll just call it at that for now, shall we? The issues for Adriano Moraes coming into this fight is going to be his inactivity. He hasn't fought since January of 2019. That's a long, long time to be laid off, particularly when you're coming into a fight with Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. And of course, his stand-up is going to look to be exposed against Demetrious Johnson, but he's going to need to utilize that length that he will be enjoying. And he's been training mixed martial arts for a long time, and he's not a bad striker himself. So I have no doubt that he has got some skills on the feet to keep him alive. For Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, issues, I'm going to say flat out none. If there is one, it's going to be the size advantage that he's going to need to negate, and that is going to be Adriano Moraes' X factor is going to be his size, and the fact that he's got no pressure on his shoulders. He's coming into this fight with everyone expecting him to lose. With Mighty Mouse Johnson, his X factor is going to be that he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He will dictate where this fight goes, when it goes. It's going to be very interesting to see how he chooses to have this fight. Let's get into my prediction of this one. So this is a very interesting fight, and I have a lot of questions coming into this fight, but mostly around Adriano Moraes. Now, what has Adriano Moraes been doing in his time off? Has he been working diligently hard on his stand-up and rounding out his game? How is he going to do coming in there and shake off that ring rust? How is he going to utilize his size that he's going to enjoy over Mighty Mouse Johnson? How is this fight going to play out? In my opinion, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson will dominate this fight, okay? I believe he's going to come out, he's going to outstrike Adriano Moraes with or without the size advantage that Adriano Moraes has got. He will not have the skills to keep Mighty Mouse Johnson at bay. Mighty Mouse Johnson will use his wrestling in reverse to keep this fight standing, and he will avoid all grappling exchanges, and I believe Mighty Mouse Johnson is going to dominate this fight for a 5-round victory to win a world championship. So fight fans, I'm sorry if I'm being vague on my prediction, but I really don't see this as a very competitive fight. It's very interesting to look at this, and yes, Adriano Moraes could surprise us utilizing his size as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Anything is possible. This is why we love MMA, and he is the naturally bigger, much bigger man. But Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson is one of the greatest fighters to ever brace the cage, MMA in any vicinity, and I believe that he's going to walk away with the win here. So guys, for my official prediction, I'm going with Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson for the win, and that's how I see this fight going. I'll be very interested to see how you know how you guys see this fight going. If you guys haven't watched any of Adriano Moraes' fights, don't be undersold by this prediction. I just think very, very highly of Mighty Mouse Johnson. You guys should most certainly check out Adriano Moraes. If you've never done that before, then please check him out. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan. As always, this is Mindful Combat. And remember, if you need someone, I've always got your back. Thank you.